You must be lucky to watch this video because this video has a lot of top lists of new games with a great gameplay. You really need to know even though some of this game is only available to play in a specific regions because of the beta testing or early access. This is why this channel always stay updated for my subscribers. So you all just need to hit the like button to support us. Top 10 Best New Release Games High Graphic Games for Android iOS 2024 English. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. Crysis X. Crysis X, Your Last Survival. This is the best new game Android that has a high graphic visual, but seriously the developer needs a lot of work to maintain the setting into adjustable for mid-range phones. This game seems too heavy and needs more updates to make sure a lot of devices are compatible with this game. Just to inform you, the game is 15GB, which already has the same size as the PC game right now. The gameplay of Crysis X, Your Last Survival is we can pick male and female main character and adjust the hero's appearance with a realistic and detailed features. I really love how the visual cutscenes introduce the game's prologue and it's completely delivered the story very well to the player. The gameplay is fully survival games that we need to survive from the zombies that we can find along the journey. Most of the zombies will stand randomly and they are quite aggressive on approaching us, but at the beginning I noticed their damage is too small. We can craft some weapons and fast to increase the durability. The material is pretty easy to find around us and we can gather it by chopping the tree and picking up the stone on the ground. Hopefully the developer can manage the laggy issues and become the best survival new games RPG for Android iOS 2024. Armor Attack. Armor Attack. This game is one of the best new game high graphic for Android, iOS and PC, which will become a cross-platform games online multiplayer. We'll play in a team deathmatch with 5 players on each team. The main goal is we need to capture the enemy's beacon to reach the score. We'll play as a robot with a great design and futuristic. Seriously, this is the most realistic robotic game with an ultimate movement that I really enjoy and proud to see it available on mobile. As a robot, we can hit the enemy with our weapon, but make sure you always looking at the ammo left because the reload will take much time when we are in the combat and face one by one. We will get an easier way to see the enemy's location because there is a distance meter zone to let us know how far they are located. Tap the dash button to come closer into the enemy and it's only available to press when the cooldown time is finished. Right now Armor Attack is doing a beta testing. Surely it will have an English version. Armor Attack is the best high graphic new games for Android iOS 2024. Drive Zone. Drive Zone online car game. This is the light version of Car X Street. Seriously, the first impression I get by playing this game has the same UI, and how the game puts the same button on the right places is pretty similar to Car X Street. The game needs to download extra data once inside. The gameplay of Drive Zone online car game is we'll play multiplayer in real time, which we can meet the other players while exploring the open world. There are some missions we can participate in to earn some rewards after we successfully finish on the top rank. All of the players are real, so it will create the game more competitively. The control is really good with a great sensitivity. I love how we can crush the object and it makes the visual more realistic. This is the best new games online for Android iOS 2024. Matrix Fire. Matrix Fire. This game is just a new release, but the developer has a lot of homework to do, like the game suddenly making the player uncomfortable by the ping Wi-Fi becoming unstable. I have tried to play with Wi-Fi and data connection, but it has the same issue. In fact, I tried on the other game, but my connection is really good there. This is a great advice to the developer to improve his game, because I can see how great the potential it has in the future. I really love the game's graphic and visual is a great combination between cartoon and 3D game. The main gameplay is a shooter game with a FPS gameplay. We'll play in 5 versus 5. There is several waves that we need to clear. Each wave we should kill the enemy at all to get an absolute win. In general, the winning score will be accumulated by the higher score to determine the winner. In the preparation times, we have a few seconds to buy some weapons of gun and the other goods. Matrix Fire is the best new game 2024 Android iOS. Rumble Racing Star. Finally, we have a new game on Android with a unique genre, which is car racing game. We'll play as a human as our main hero because mostly car game will have a cute animal as their main character or driver. The gameplay is really easy to control, especially when our car will cross the circuit's border, then the car will automatically move to balance the cars, which we have a driving assist. We can collect some random items like a rocket launcher to slow down the enemy or power drinks to boost our speed and reach and lead the races. The control is totally easy to learn. Even if you are a newbie, then I'm pretty sure you will master the game in a few minutes. Always keep drifting to refill the energy to unleash the hero skill. Even though the game has 2 GB size, but I didn't find any storyline background. Collect more in-game gold to get a new car and modify your car. Best New Game 2024 Android iOS. First of Valor. This game has less than 1 GB and is really affordable for any kind of devices. There is no setting option for the graphic visual, which means it will be good for low-end to mid-range phones. I really love how the game has a simple gameplay. We'll play in portrait mode and click the area to explore the new world. Sometimes we will find the enemy and challenge them. Then our hero will automatically attack him with his sword and unleash the skill when it's ready. We were only able to set up the hero just before the combat started, which seemed like a semi-idle RPG game. Try to replace the skill and strengthen up by enhancing and upgrading the skill. There is some hidden treasure that we will get around and able to collect. There is an NPC that will be showing and we should submit certain items. Honestly, the game's level is quite low. We can easily kill the enemy in a flash. First of Valor is the best new RPG game for Android iOS 2024. Black Moon Play Park. This is one of the best new action RPG for mobile in English. The game has a side-scrolling gameplay, but we can control the D-pad with 360 degrees and lock the target with our skill. All of the skills are available to unleash without spending any energy. Always try to create a combination skill to make a higher score and deal better damage in total. The ultimate skill is available only when we collect some flashy orbs. It will deal with a massive area skill effects. The game level is quite easy. Maybe it's because at the beginning we'll fight with so many enemies that will be approaching us. Every slash we do will have an AoE, so we can slash the enemy at once. While we are in the lobby, we will meet some players and be able to check their attributes equipment. Let me tell you, before you download this game, make sure you have a lot of free space because the game has 7.8 GB total size. This number is really insane for an anime side-scrolling RPG games for mobile 2024. Gun Online Shooting Games. Love to see how fast the gameplay is. This game is a new brand game with a cartoon art style design. The game is FPS genre with a shooter gameplay. We'll play 5 versus 5 within 4 minutes in the team deathmatch. The winning condition is we should reach 40 kills to get an absolute winner, or the team with the highest score will determine as the winner. We can pick a different gun to shoot the enemy in a certain area. We will find some guns on the ground and we can pick it up freely. Seriously, the combat is very dynamic. We can move the control perfectly. I didn't find any issues such a perfect game. The match take time so fast, which means many of the players are playing it right now. Gun Online Shooting Games has an auto shot mode, so we only need to aim and lock the target and let the gun auto shot. This is the best new game for mobile 2024 in the FPS genre. Era of the Arch Dragon. Era of the Arch Dragon. This is a new offline game 2024 with a RTS gameplay. Actually, I love how we become a villain. So we need to attack the enemy's territory and we should burn everything we see like the houses, building and even the soldier. We can unleash the fire breath and give a burning effect. Flying with a dragon is available to avoid the enemy's melee soldiers, but some of them will use an arrow for attacking us. This game is less than 100 MB, which is a really small size game. Overall, I love how the game seems really simple. It doesn't have a lot of features, but at least we get a little storyline. We'll start on picking the dragon appearance by selecting the color and adjusting the dragon's body. If you have low-end phones, then try this game for free. The best offline small size game for Android 2024. Lost Future. Lost Future. This is one of the most played single-player games with a zombie game base. I love how the game's graphic look. The game started on the day. It's pretty unique because mostly the zombie game will start in a dark vibe or night vibes, so I can see the whole area clearer. The game has a great plot twist that we can easily understand through the dialogue between the NPC and our hero along the journey. When we fight with the zombies, it seems like they are not so aggressive, but always be aware because suddenly they will turn into an aggressive zombies and will come at us faster. So using the dodge button will really help us to survive to face the uncontrollable situation, but it needs some cooldown. This is a single player game with an adventure. The whole gameplay is fully no autoplay, or we should have done everything manually like following the mission and also in combat. This is the best new game open world for Android iOS 2024. One Punch World. Bonus One Punch World. As a bonus, I will add this game as the most anticipated action RPG new games for mobile. This game gets so much CBT testing before it goes global. But now, I'm super happy with the game visual. Even the developer add a ragdoll physics when we punch the enemy into the tree, then the object which is the tree will break and falling down. Love to see the attention to detail it has. The combat mechanism of One Punch World is really fast, just like the top tier anime RPG. The combat looks so dynamic, especially when we hit the monster. There is so many regular skill available to touch, but we should focus on the trigger skill that we have because it will boost our hero's strength significantly. The speed, the power, the defense, everything will increase a lot. This is the best skill to wipe the enemy out at once. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you all enjoy and like this video. Thanks for watching and see you on the next video.